This your boy Money Maker Marco, aka Windex, checking in with Temple and Dorilla on Industry's Most Wanted.
What's happening? You already know what's going on, man. It's your girl, Temple Mystic, and we are broadcasting live at ARC Studios. It is the industry's most wanted podcast right here on the Hype 87.3. Dorilla was heading in.
Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy Dorilla checking in. You know what time it is.
Coming straight off the prop flights.
Man, what you say? I'm just glad I made it back.
Ooh, Lord. You had me rolling when you told me that. I know because I've experienced it. I've been on one of them hoes before, and that ain't no joke, man. But listen, I'm excited about this interview today, this conversation we about to have, because it's with my brother from another man. We've been working together for a long time. He's a solid dude. He goes by the name of Money Making Marco. What's happening?
What's happening?
Listen, and let's just kick it off and start right there. We was having a conversation before we started, and I was just, saying how solid of a dude you are, because previously you went by a different name, which we'll talk about that. You know what I'm saying? He went by Cookie Man, and you and I had a whole conversation. Then you went to Money Marco. I was like, nah, bro, it needs to be more than that, because it's too common. If we Google Money Marco, somebody else is popping up. We got, and you listen to me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now we Money Maker Marco. You the only one out there. Now we in full brand mode. You dig? Introduce yourself.
I'm Money Maker Marco from Griffin, Georgia, by the way of College Park. Yeah, man.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you being here today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had a busy couple days too. You know what I'm saying? Shot up here from Miami, and you told us the rundown. You was like all over the city, recording videos, all that stuff. So listen, thank you for rocking with me and Doe today. Appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna dig a little bit. I just want everybody to know your journey. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. So, you originally from Griffin?
Yeah.
Talk to us about it. I always got to dig. Dorilla and I like to know to come up, and so does everybody else, because you have a journey, right? Yeah, you went through a lot to get where you're at today.
A whole lot.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to hear.
Yeah, we want to hear. We want to hear it, Put my little Tennessee accent, my STL. I want to hear it. Bro, what was it like growing up in Griffin for you?
I mean, it was straight. You feel me? Everything ain't started really going down till like my mama got sick or whatever, you feel me? And that was around my 8th grade year.
Yeah.
8th grade year, I couldn't do that what I was going through, going to high school, so I had to make something shake real quick. I had to make it happen.
Word. Because you got to make sure home's taken care of, right?
Yeah, I had to be considered. At an early age, I always been considerate of my daddy and what he had going. My daddy was a pastor.
Okay.
Correctional officer. My mama was a master cosmetologist.
Oh, that's
she did house. So before my mama got sick, anything I wanted, I got it.
Yeah.
With no questions asked. I still was A.B. on the roll, straight A.
You was a nerd?
Yeah, I'm still a nerd. I'm still a nerd. A straight A all the way through school, straight A. No matter the circumstance, and no matter what adversities I went through, I stayed with straight A's.
That's so dope.
I ain't let that stop, because one thing about it, I wanted to get out of school. I wanted to graduate.
Right, you don't want to keep getting flunked and staying behind.
I've seen so many people I went to school with, didn't go nowhere, didn't do nothing.
Right.
Dropping out, that wasn't going to be me.
Nah,
even though
for real.
What I had to do to get to where I'm at, I still went to school.
Yeah. Well, that's a blessing, bro, that you stay focused and make sure you stay down in order to get yourself up out of there, because we have to do it, but it ain't for everybody.
I played ball and everything. 8th grade, played football, played football at Kelsey Avenue Middle School, and played basketball at Kelsey. And off of playing basketball, I got a letter in the mail from Atlanta Hawks for their little training camp.
That's fire.
What threw me off of that, mama got sick.
Yeah.
Had to go to school every day, had too little clothes, shoe flapping, folk laughing at me. I had to go through all that. Then folk used to laugh at me, pick at me about my mama and stuff. Man, it wasn't what it was. My uncle was like, I know what you're going through. He was like, You know what time it is? I like, man, tell me.
Yeah.
He said, hey, bring me $50. I like, all right. I got them 50.
Gotta make a quick flip.
I got them 50 and went up from there.
Make a quick flip. No, listen, I don't knock nobody's hustle because everybody has their own story and their own journey. Like, bro, sometimes it comes down to like whatever to get it. We all, you know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, I was that little young white girl, single mama who was helping my homies who push dope. I was helping them move it back and forth because I wasn't looking suspect on the road. You know what I'm saying?
I literally got it out the mud.
Yeah.
I literally got it out the mud. I'm jumping in something I don't know nothing about. But my uncle, he gave me the ropes of everything. He gave me the rope, tell me what to do. That's why that last song I just did plays. It break down the whole timeline.
Well, we're going to check that out today. And I'm going to have Dorilla chime in because I already know Dorilla got a similar journey, you know what I'm saying? Been through some stuff. And
Make straight A's.
he was a flunky.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong now. I got in a lot of trouble in school. I stayed suspended. But one thing about it, I made sure I told my dad, hey, when you get out of work, go down to that school and get my work for me.
Yeah.
So I could do my work and stuff while I'm at home. I do my work and send it by one of my homeboys. They'll get it to the teacher to turn it in. So when I come back from my 10-day suspension, all my work still caught up.
Yeah.
So it was just, I stayed suspended. I stayed suspended a lot.
But the work was there.
The work was there.
Word.
I wasn't gonna let that go down.
Absolutely, man. But that's good though, because being disciplined like that at such a young age, I'm sure is helping you on your path and your journey where you're at right now with everything.
It is. You gotta stay consistent with everything you do. You don't got no consistency, you ain't gonna get nowhere.
You gotta stay consistent at being consistent.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
No.
It ain't easy.
It's the hardest thing. You hear me?
Yeah, it is. It is. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, like, you have a minor setback for a major comeback. You know what I'm saying? Don't really have to sit down for a little minute. You understand how it is. But I think when you go through shit like that, the struggle, which we can't skip, some people's struggles bigger than others, it just lines you up to be a better man. And now you know where your path is. You're on your journey, and it's all up from here. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I had a lot of obstacles on the way. Even after I graduated high school, everything, I was up. But it don't take nothing but a second to go down. That's all it takes.
Right. Absolutely. I'm gonna have Dorilla talk about that a little bit because, the struggle be real sometimes, right?
Yeah, the struggle be real. You know what I'm saying? So speaking on that though, what would you say would be like the most humbling moment for you though?
That's a big question.
I ain't gonna lie. When I got locked up,
Yeah.
but that right there, I said, nah, this ain't it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got locked up with probably 2-3 times. But that third time, the first time, I got right out, beat the case. Second time, got right out, beat the case in court. But that third time, I had to sit down.
They said, sit your ass down.
I ain't sit down long.
Marco.
I sat down for it was like 100 and some days.
Damn.
I went from the county, but it was I was on probation. So the charge I beat, they still came back and got me because I had an interaction with the police.
Yeah.
So that violated my probation.
Yeah.
So they sent me to a probation camp in Paulding County at PDC.
Not Paulding County.
Now see, when I was in the county down there in Spalding County, I'm like, okay, they said they got 45 days to come get me, and I can just get out. Man, them folk waited that 45th day. Them folk called my name. I thought I was going home. Man, they loaded me on that bus. I like, nah, fuck that. Got out there to that camp. Man, them folk came running out there to that truck. Get on the wall.
Oh,
Made
Lord.
you stroke down butt naked. It's like 20 degrees outside. I'm like, man, hell no.
That ain't no experience you ever want to go through. I know I damn sure wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
You feel violated as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
They made you do that. They made everybody that was in there, after you was in there for like a week, you get they send you to another dorm. So I went to D block. When I got in D block, they put me in there with all the gang members. And I'm like, on game bang. So they taking pictures of all your tattoos and stuff, trying to match it. If you got any tattoos that match anything game related, we gonna label you in the system.
Wow.
Anytime you get pulled over, you're gonna be labeled as a game member. Ain't nothing to mine match up. So I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah.
But when they gave us that work detail, man, let me tell you something. Experience I experienced on doing that, just in them little country town, like I had to experience racism and everything.
I was gonna say, I know them. The crackers was out there like.
They had us walking the highway. They had us walking the highway from 9 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the evening, picking up trash.
Cleaning up trash. Man, talk about a humbling experience, like you said.
Oh, that ain't even it. When I get to the country town, doing the Christmas trees, I got dude yelling at me, white dude yelling at me, calling me all out my name and everything. But you know what? I can't even say nothing. I got to just take it to the chin. I got
Yeah.
to take it to the chin because they said one thing already. You get any more you get in any trouble out here, we going to add extra time to it. You ain't going to go home when you expect.
Exactly.
And I had to take a lot of stuff to the chin, but I said, you know what? My finesse so strong, I had to get them.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
that day, I played sick. I'm sick. Can't go. Went to coughing. They sent me to the doctor. When they sent me to the doctor. The doctor gave me the cough syrup. So when they gave me the cough syrup, I'm like,
He was on that
okay.
lean.
I said, I know what these boys in here be wanting. So off of that cough syrup, guess what? Everybody seen I had it. I started charging.
They was on that.
I told you gotta put that
Sipping on
money,
some
put that money on my
scissor.
book. When you put that money on my book, I get you what cough syrup as you want. So I ain't have to go back out on work detail no more.
You was a damn
'cause I was
hustler.
sick. They put me on inside duty. So I just had to clean the showers and stuff. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Like, I ain't got to deal with all the
You
extra
know,
shit.
I clean the shower, I get up out there, everybody leave. I have everything clean in like an hour. So I'm reading the book till everybody come back in.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling. Cough syrup, I probably say every week I have probably like 2 bottles of cough syrup. I was selling a little bottle of cough syrup, $150 a bottle.
Yeah.
Put the money on the book, I give you the cough syrup. They end up making something called Bombay.
Damn.
So letting them do what they do.
Making your little money.
Yeah, they skipped me ball too. They gave me a ball head. I went in there, dude said, "Boy, you got some nice waves." I said, "Appreciate it." He said, "Too bad you can't keep them."
Right, we cutting that shit straight off.
So I had to finesse with that too. Told the people, "Man, my scalp bad. It keep making my scalp bleed." Them folk ended up giving me I forgot what they called it. They gave me something where I won't have to get that ball no more. They just kept it at number 1.
Yeah.
When they kept it at that number 1, man, I had my little paper bag, my little potato chip bag. I went there just hitting the house. Can't let the CO see you do it. Cause they gonna take the bag from you and write you up and throw you in the hole. Like they was stricken at PDC.
Damn.
But I did what I had to do and got up out of there. I went in there, I think I had like what, $200? Nah, I came in the county jail in Spalding County with $200. But it was a Migo in there from Mexico. I met him. Me and him got real cool. So when he used to have to go to court, I sit in his room and just guard his stuff for him. Yeah, he was paying
Slide
me.
you a little extra money.
He was paying me
That's
paying me to do it, whatever. So I left the county with $700. Went to the PDC with $700, but I left the PDC with $1,500
Hey,
from just selling cough syrup and different little stuff like that. But I had a whole locker full of food. It was another dude in there wasn't fortunate like that. Yeah. So, I left him. I said, you can have everything. I gave him the whole locker. You can have everything, bro.
So going through all that, man, like how would you say, obviously that ain't an experience that nobody wants to have to deal with, right? But I'm a firm believer in God puts us in certain positions sometimes, and sometimes he sits us down and we can't question our journey that God puts us on. And sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, it's going to be for a bigger reason. So whatever reason you went through that bullshit, it was for a reason. And I think it's because it sets you up to be who you are now. Now you know what not to do.
And one thing about it, I said, I can't let this break me down.
No.
So
You strong.
I did just like that. I told my grandma, she was like, "Why you ain't calling home every day?" I was like, "Man, ain't no need." I
Right.
said, I'm just trying to get up out of here. I call home once a week. That was it. I'm just trying to get up out here, do the little time, and get up out here. I ain't trying to think about what nobody doing on the outside. I just want to handle the little business. It wasn't long. You feel what I'm saying? Much people got to go through.
Right. Long
And
enough,
I
though.
was fortunate not to have to go through that. So I got up out of there. When I got up out of there, I ain't gonna lie, I hit the floor running.
So talk about that. Like, at what point did you decide that, man, I got to change my path and I'm going to run with this music. You know what I'm saying? Because music it has to be in you. It has to be a passion for
I
you.
had started doing a little rap thing, like not really just taking it serious. Like I was 23.
Okay.
I was just doing a little stuff. Wasn't really taking it serious. So I had some little stuff that I wrote from back then. I think that dude Cash Shot, he had a song and he did a challenge for it. So I had something that I wrote.
Okay.
And it was something similar to that. I let somebody heard it. They were like, hey, that's fire. That's fire. You need to go in the studio.
Yeah.
This was I started rapping too. I went to the studio 2 years ago. So what is it, 2021? I say 2018. It was 2018, 2019. I went in there, recorded it. Then I was like, nah, I need to go to a real studio. Went to the real studio, recorded it. Came out good. Got the cover made, put it out. So I had to start learning everything bit by bit, because wasn't nobody trying to tell me nothing. So I just got on Google. I started Googling everything. That's how I found Be On My
As
Sign
y'all
Exchange.
should. Like, y'all, like, pay
Everything.
attention to this, what he's saying.
I just Google.
Do
And
that research.
I started picking people. Like, how y'all do this? How y'all do that? Then they told me. So, Googled it, find everything. Then I was like, okay, I don't want to lease no beat. I want all my stuff exclusive. So I started getting exclusive beats out the door. I started getting my stuff mixed and mastered straight out the door. As soon as I put it on DistroKid, I got my cover, everything mixed and mastered, everything done. I went tripping. Started getting a little stream and stuff. One thing I did notice though, when you pay for the little Spotify thing, man, that junk don't be working like that. That junk do not be working. You gotta have some real algorithm.
I'll tell you, that's what I was saying to you earlier is in order to get in the Spotify algorithm, you got to be releasing like every 3 weeks. I know it sounds crazy, but even if it's not necessarily a song that you're going to push as a single or shoot a video for, the way you stay in their algorithm to get on the playlisting, because that's the only way as an up-and-coming artist you're going to get some real deal streams. You got to be on them playlists and stuff.
I got one song on the playlist. See what I noticed when you do get the artist account, you get the artist account for Spotify,
right,
and Apple Music and Tidal,
right.
On Spotify, if you release on DistroKid, okay, you release your music like let's say 2 months from now. If you go on Spotify a week before your music release, a week or 2 weeks, they'll ask you if you want to get it put in the algorithm, the playlist. And if you send it to them, they'll pick the song to put in the playlist.
Right.
So that song that they picked of mine, I think I ended up getting like 50,000 organic streams.
That's great.
Off of it, just by them putting it in there. But see, I missed a couple more of the other songs. I missed it because I be having so much going on. I really don't have time to be on the computer like that.
So this is what you got to do, because you and I talk about a lot of stuff. You got to create. I call it my admin day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to pick a day of the week that you got to get your administrative shit done, because who else is doing it for you? Nobody, right?
That's what I just started doing.
Whatever day of the week it is, bro, no matter what you got going on, even if it's an hour every Sunday or something like that, use that time to do all your administrative shit, because if the business ain't there, you going to miss out on some money. We ain't trying to miss no money.
The point where I didn't have a couple songs registered like I should have. So I done registered everything now. Like when you go to Be On My, you got to put that stuff on there. You got to put the stuff on Sign Exchange. And then if you're trying to get on Pandora, you got to have this certain website to get on the Pandora and submit the stuff to them. It be so
fucking much.
It's like, I forgot how many sites it is, but it's a couple sites you got to just do to make sure everything registered, because you going to want your money. You don't want to skip, you don't want to miss no money dealing with this.
Dorilla, where can you add in on that? Because you're, not only do he engineers, he produces, he does radio, and he's an artist. So he does a lot of stuff. What could you add in there, like other steps? Because one thing about being an artist is there's so, like you just said, there's so many steps and so many places you have to register your music. Let me just throw one in there real quick before I forget, because I'm old, y'all. My mind be out there. Are you registered with a company like Songtrust?
Yeah, I just got them from you telling me.
Okay.
Yeah, when you told me, I went right ahead and did it.
Okay, see, because what Songtrust does, I'm gonna put y'all on game. If I do a video that's got his music in the background and I put it out there and it goes viral, he should be getting a check off that. If I get 10,000, 20,000 streams, you should be getting paid off because that's your music. That's what Song Trust does. Is they search for videos that has your music in it, you know, stuff that's registered to you. So that's good. See, I told you we talk about stuff. I said, this is what you got to do. He gets it done. That's my dog. So what else can you throw in there and add to that, Zorilla? Because I know there's a lot of steps that you be taking is making sure your business together.
Look, everything you just said, it just be one of those things. Like I got,
It's tedious, right?
Yeah, like I got a whole little notebook in my phone that I be like, I had saved it in there.
That's what you
got
gotta
to
do.
straight through it every time and everything. So it's pretty much the same thing, you know. So
That's what you got to do. Yeah, create some notes because we all getting old. I'm just saying, my mind be shot for shot. I be forgetting.
You'll forget. You hear me?
Not sometimes. I be forgetting all the time. I listen. I call it STS, short term shot. That's what it's called, STS, short term shot. I remember shit from when I was like young,
Short-term shot.
but shit that happened like a week ago, I be forgetting the fuck out of it. I ain't gonna lie. So let's talk about, you know, what you got going on right now. You know, some of the things that he and I are working on. We ain't gonna spill too much.
Yeah, I ain't gonna spill too much.
They just gotta stick around for it.
I'm gonna tell you this. I got a book on the way
Yep.
called King of the Trap.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all just gonna have to read it. I ain't gonna even tell you too much about that.
And I think that's dope. That's another your author.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I went to being an author, and the one thing about it, on the first African American out my city to write a book.
Congratulations, bro. That's
first.
big, man.
The first, not the second, not
You
the third.
a king, bro. Keep doing your
Yeah,
thing.
On the first, ain't nobody. It's other people that wrote a book in my city, but on the first African American, the first black person to write a book.
Yeah, that's great. Like you out here really changing history.
Trying to, got
No,
to.
No. You ain't trying. You
Yeah,
doing.
got to.
Take
got
that
to.
bullshit
Yeah.
out your vocabulary. We ain't
trying.
trying. We doing.
And on top of that, I'm a co-producer of a video game.
Yes.
Called Street Beast.
Yep.
It's coming to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. By the way, of my boy Jermaine Dukes.
That's so dope.
He created the game. I came in behind him, ideas and everything else. Cause I wanted to create the same type of game.
Yeah.
So I came to him and I was like, I want to do this game. He was like, I'm doing this game right here. And I was like, shit, let's put it together.
Yeah.
And get it done.
Facts.
And it's on the way. It's about to drop real soon.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and it's drag racing. You got old school, new school, big rims, big motors, everything. It's some racers in there.
Sounds
Boost
like
Doctor,
something I'd want to play.
Miss Super Sport. It's some racers in there. A lot of people that known in the car world in the game.
That's so dope.
It's a lot of artists that's known in the game too with their music.
Yeah.
So we bringing a platform for artists to get their music in games, which gonna be broadcast, so they'll get streams. It's gonna be on the internet. We're gonna have online play and everything.
It's important to have multiple hustles, man. Everybody in this room right now is a hustler in their own right. We all do more than one thing.
And I got my own role in the game as an actor.
I
I got a whole 3D character. I had to do the script and everything.
I was about to say you had a strip.
Yeah, no, script on country. My
Let
bad.
me find out you a stripper. Damn, I'm like, he really do got a lot of hustles. Let me find my ones real quick. Hold on.
I'm gonna tell you though, like out of all the times we done had these interviews, this is the first time I heard somebody do a game.
Yeah.
You gotta
know what I'm
think
saying?
outside. You gotta think outside the box. If you don't
Yeah.
think outside the box and try to do what everybody else doing, you ain't gonna get nowhere.
That's
you
facts.
Gotta think outside the box.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
And this, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. Like I feel like games they don't get old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
They
got
not.
people, you know what I'm saying?
No, they
Especially
don't.
Kids, and they help you tap into a whole different.
And one thing about it, you would be surprised who all play video games.
You're right. You're right.
Man.
Especially them driving games. Like to me, like as a female, if I'm gonna play a game, it's gonna be a little driving game or
You remember Midnight Club?
Yeah.
That's how Street Beast gonna be. We bringing Street Beast like Midnight Club came. The
I
same
had
way.
So many cars that were souped up on Midnight Club. Like, this how I'm gonna do my my Challenger when I get it. This how I'm gonna-
that's dope, man.
We even got a comedian in the game. It's a comedian in the game. Also,
Hitting all aspects of it.
all of them.
So look, man, we about to get into this record. You got a new song that we're gonna premiere today. It's called King of the Trap.
I changed the name.
Oh, what's
King of the Trap? It's called Plays.
Oh, it's called Plays now.
Yeah, it's called Plays.
All right, so we got to make sure we fix that, but that's cool. All right, so it was King of the Trap,
Yeah.
aka Plays.
Yeah, I just changed
Now
it to
known
Plays.
as, okay, which I kind of like that better because, King of the Trap is cool, but people going to automatically assume what the song is about, and they might be like, okay, I'll give it a listen. But if you come up with a creative name, they're gonna be more intrigued to listen to it. So you hear something called Plays, you're like, what's this about? Let me check it out. Who produced it?
217.
Shout out to 17 on the track. That's our fam. That's what's up, man. He definitely out here doing his thing. So you just shot a video yesterday.
Yep, Plays.
For this song. It's gonna be a movie. Shout out to Dom on that. Shout out to Shot for Shot Imagery. Shout out to Peach State Media Group. You know what I'm saying? Gotta throw all that in there. When is this single officially releasing?
I think I put it up for 9/27.
Okay. All right. So y'all getting a super exclusive before it even comes out. We're going to check it out. But before we get into it, man, tell everybody where they can keep up with the movement, where they can follow you at on all your social platforms.
I'm on IG, Money Making, and Making is MAKIN, period, Marco. I'm on Facebook, Money Making Marco. Twitter. What my Twitter is? I think it's Money Marco 404.
Yeah, we
on
recently
Twitter.
rebranded and changed
I had to
everything, so he's
rebrand
still learning.
everything. And my YouTube is Money Making Marco, and making is always gonna be spelled MAKIN.
Yes. And y'all stay tuned because he and I got a lot of big things on the way. For everything he does now, we're going to make sure we put out official press releases behind everything.
Don't be surprised you see me in a couple movies come up too.
Listen, the effects. We really over here working, man. I appreciate you. You one of the realest people. Like, you one of them people that hits me up and I don't be like, damn, what does he want? Like, I enjoy our conversations, man. I enjoy working with you. I think you a good dude, and I really wish you nothing but success.
I'm gonna say one thing though about my music.
Say it.
It might not be for everybody.
That's
But
okay.
One thing is gonna be
These
for,
hoes for everybody.
It's gonna be for them. It's gonna be for the trap. The streets gonna love it now. I'm trying to bring back that old 2006, 2007 Gucci, back the Gucci and Jeezy era. That's what I'm bringing it back
Yeah.
to. Cause I get tired of hearing about all this, swipe that.
Yeah.
So
No,
I'm
that's-
gonna bring it back, and I ain't gonna fabricate it. I'm gonna tell my life what I live. I ain't gonna talk about nobody else's life. I'm gonna tell what I live.
But one thing about life is we ain't out here to please everybody.
Exactly.
We can't, nor should we try. If they like it, great. If they don't, cool. We keep them on fucking moving.
Exactly.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
got another good song too. I got it with Trout Commander, Cash Out.
that's my dog, man. Like, you connected us, and he and I been doing a lot of good work together, and you guys got a fire record together.
Man, him got 2 songs together. Matter of fact, on the Cookie Man,
He's so
we got
dope.
Trout Talk, and then now we got the Cash Out with him on there. So there's a video coming for that too.
I'm interviewing him. We interviewing him next weekend. Trap Commander Fire, bro. Like,
Yeah, that my boy.
he on the rise. You know what I'm saying? So, appreciate you. You made that connection. See, that's what it's all about, is just making them solid
I
connections,
ain't
man.
trying to middleman nothing.
So listen, y'all, appreciate everybody always tuning in, checked in. It's Tampa Mystic, Dorilla, the industry's most wanted podcast. You know what I'm saying? We about to get into this record, though. Last but not least, before we check out this record, is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, God.
Always.
Guess what? It wouldn't be possible without him. He
Oh,
put me in
oh, God.
every position that I'm in now. He put me in it.
That's facts.
So I can't leave him out of nothing. I can't.
Big
And
facts.
shout out to everybody who support me, especially 217. That boy, I don't care what time of night it is. I tell him I need a beat. He finna get on it.
Yeah.
He gonna do it. Then I got my boy Derek at the Basement Studio where I record it. And and everybody else, basically everybody who support me, from the family, all my friends, everything, man. I appreciate everybody.
Word. Y'all heard it.
I ain't the biggest in the city, and I ain't trying to be the biggest. I'm just me. Wherever it go, that's where it gonna go. Cause one thing about it, I got so many hustles, it really ain't gonna matter.
I know that's right.
I'm gonna get money regardless.
Period. You dig? Well, listen, go ahead and introduce this record. We about to check it out.
Man, this is my new record called Plays.
Hey, y'all stay tuned for it, man.
You're locked in with Atlanta's hottest hip-hop station. The Hype 87.3. Industry's most wanted.
I was only 14 when I made my first play. Selling mid to the smoker, selling glass to the J. Dropped my first car, I was in the 9th grade. 79 Electro mint green with the suede. Trapping on the block, sip 1530 deep. Rocks in my sock, pocket full of blue cheese. Bitches on my dick, polo dime, nigga too clean. Phone going crazy for the balls of that mean clean. Nigga turned 17, bought my first quarter key. All gold D's, had my shit since Super 5 gold chain, mouth full of gold teeth. Phone doing numbers, all the bases know me. 2003, cutlass on 23s. Fucking on a bitch from the top of Smith Street. 7.62, riding on the back seat. Try it if you won't, turn your ass into Swiss cheese. First of the month, trap beating all day. Like a NFL coach, made plays all day. Championship ring like a NBA team. Never broke again, that's what NBA means. Ballin' like on Jordan on that USA team. Cook a lot of fish like I work for Captain D. Make your auntie rob your uncle for that straight drop cheese. Turn a bid Section 8 to a trap for a week. Got a jewel named Bling, really fuck with all the fiends. Real dope, whole J, serving other J. Bo Jackson in the trap, buddy running all the plays. Trap never closed, 24/7, 7 days. Fiends work the dough for the crumbs or the shade. Still in the trap, 1650 for the flake. Starters on my line for the grounds of the yay. Real exotic bag, drop straight from the bay. Ran up a bag off of gas in the A. MVP in the game, nigga, I make my own play. Plenty money in the A, eating good every day. King of the trap, nigga, I serve all the J. I was only 14 when I made my first play. Selling mid to the smoker, selling glass to the J. Bitches on my dick, polo dime, nigga too clean. Phone going crazy for the balls of that mean. I was only 14 when I made my first play. Selling mid to the smoker, selling glass to the J. Bitches on my dick,